Funny because I feel like Justin Bieber has very similar energy, and he's also Sun in Pisces. He'll never tell her how he really feels. He'll just say to her, oh, you know, if she's... Hi everyone, welcome back to No Light Time. My name is Holly. So grateful to have you all. Let's get into this reading. I'm really excited to be doing this. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you're a member, thank you so much. If you want to become a member, I have many great perks, including when I will automatically make a video suggestion you have. Unless it goes against my guidelines, check out the membership tab. I'm doing Selena and Blanco. You know, a lot has come out about him recently, so I want to just go through that. I'm using Pix du Soleil Tarot. Yeah, let's go through this reading. So, when I was shuffling the cards, I got energy of like, I don't know why she does this to herself, and I don't want to judge her because I think she means so well. You know, some people are really Selena haters. The reason I decided to do this, just a backstory if you don't know this already, the reason I decided to do a Selena videos in general on tarot was because I felt as though there's a lot of harshness going around about specific celebrities, and I've read tarot for many years. I wanted to give what we can learn from situations from a holistic perspective, you know. So I think sometimes, and I catch myself doing that too, where I'm like very judgy. So I like to look at it from a non-judgmental point of view. So I said that to say that I feel like Selena and Sun in Cancers have this curse. If you're Sun in Cancer, please write down in the comment section if you feel like you have experienced certain things, specifically with relationships where you give more to the other person. I tend to give more to the other person. I'm a Sun in Aquarius, but I can relate to that. But if you're Sun in Cancer, do you end up staying in relationships longer than you should? Because I see that happening a lot with Sun in Cancers, and I'm just curious. It's not judgment. I just like to look at different signs and look at different behavior, and I see very strongly that happening with a lot of Sun in Cancers. So I'm just curious as to what you will think if you're Sun in Cancer. And if you're not Sun in Cancer, if you know some Sun in Cancers, but I see that a lot. I call it the Cancer curse, really. Khloe Kardashian, I have a few people that I know too, where they'll excuse certain situations, they'll excuse behavior in relationships just to be with somebody, you know. And the great thing about Cancers, I have one specific Cancer friend. She's beautiful, talented, and I can only say wonderful things about her. And I don't want to talk about her love life, but she's very loyal and her heart is pure. And that's something, water signs in general, you know, I think when they show you their vulnerable side, you're like, whoa, you know. Because I've been in relationships with, in fact, I've had 2 stalkers that have been Cancers, which is very interesting. But Benny being Sun in Pisces, you know, I feel like Sun in Pisces, again, I love Sun in Pisces, but I feel like they can kind of weaponize people's emotions against them. And I see that happening here. I see her being very open, and he's like, I'm only going to be open when I want to be, you know, or when it depends on. I feel like he's got a lot of childhood trauma that he hasn't addressed. So the bottom deck being 10 of Wands, I see very strongly here that she's trying. She tries. And trust me, I've been there before. It sucks to be in that position when you want to do everything you can to have a person in your life, but you realize, especially she's coming to realize, that it's just not going to work out. So with the 7 of Wands, 10 of Swords, and the Emperor. But he's very good at playing games with her. Very, very good at like pretending not. I don't like his vibe. I'm just going to be honest. I don't like his vibe. This kind of reminds me, and the only reason I tell personal stories is because so that you can relate, so I can give an example. But I used to date, and it's funny, I just had a dream about him last night, which is very funny. I dated this Pisces, and I always felt like he had to have some arrogance over me, like, and this is the same energy I'm getting. I'm not saying all Sun and Pisces are like this. I think the women are definitely different to the men. I've seen this happen in men or masculine energy in Pisces. In fact, a lot of my good friends are Sun and Pisces females, very sweet people in general. But I see here him, like, even though this is the Aries card, I see him being like similar to this Pisces that I dated. Like, I'm emotionally evolved and you aren't. Like, almost like a spiritual guru. You know those types that are like and this same ex, whatever you want to call him, he was technically my ex. I was just telling a friend the other day that I would vent to him. So I would vent to him, and I remember one specific moment. Actually, I was thinking about this last night. I don't know why, it just popped into my head. But I would vent to him, and he would be like, for example, this specific moment. Let me get back to that. I was talking about, because at the time I'd been working a lot. I'm just a hard worker in general, and I'd been working a lot on something. And I told him, I've been working a lot on this thing. And out of nowhere, he was like, oh, well, you need to relax. And I was like, relax? I'm fine. I'm just working a lot. He was like, go watch a movie. He would just like always give me advice, even if everything was fine, So it was just very interesting, that whole situation. And yeah, I learned a lot, and I could just get this energy here, like, I'm better than you, so I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. I'm more spiritually evolved. I have more years on you. I don't even think he does have that many years on her, maybe it's a few years. I don't really know too much about him, but the energy that I pick up on is a lot of arrogance, and sometimes Pisces can embody that, especially masculine can embody arrogance. So with the moon, especially, this is the card of Pisces, he'll never tell her how he really feels about her. He might love her a lot. He might, and it's funny because I feel like Justin Bieber has very similar energy, and he's also Sun in Pisces. He'll never tell her how he really feels. He'll just say to her, oh, if she's like, I love you, it's terrible, this kind of energy. Not that I don't like to judge, but it's just like, I've been there, and it sucks when you are like, oh my god, I'm so into you, and the person's like, okay, well, of course you'd be into me, or like, it's inevitable. Just like, I don't know how to explain it, but they try to diminish how you feel, by making themselves seem like they're above you. So he basically breadcrumbs her. I see a lot of breadcrumbing. Ace of Cups, Nine of Wands, King of Wands. I see a lot of breadcrumbing, and just like, especially with King of Wands. Oh my god, this brings back so many memories. I have a lot of memories coming back to me of situations with guys similar to this, where it's just like, you're down there, I'm up here, I can have whoever I want. I choose you for now, but I'll remind you that you're replaceable, It's very sad. With Page of Wands, King of Pentacles, I think a part of him that is a part of him that she finds attractive is that he's established and he's done well for himself, which is a great quality to have, but it's just not okay to treat somebody like that, and I see her crying a lot, which is very unfortunate. And I really feel like, I don't know, it's just the Cancer curse. I don't know if I just don't know what to say to her. I don't know. I just send her love, that's all I can do, because I've been through a situation like this. I'm not a Sun in Cancer, but I feel like she will perpetually be in this cycle because she's a Sun in Cancer, It's going to take a lot of work. And I know she's done a lot of work on herself. But to really break the cycle, you know. And sometimes you think you've broken the cycle, then you end up dating somebody who is like that person that you said you wouldn't date. And you have to remind yourself, hey, a lesson, just because a lesson is complete, doesn't mean that I won't encounter it again and have to remind myself of why, you know. So that's what I have for you all. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.